It was a crisp, pumpkin-scented night on Maple Street, and Halloween excitement buzzed in the air. Leaves crunched under sneakers as little monsters from house to house, shouting "trick or treat." The air was full of laughter, the glow of porch lights, and the sweet rustle of candy wrappers. Every porch had a pumpkin, and every pumpkin had a grin. Big, crooked, glowing smiles that watched the kids pass by. But this year, something was different. The first strange thing happened at the Johnsons' house. Their giant jack-o'-lantern sneezed. Yes, sneezed. Achoo! It went, puffing out smoke and shooting its candle straight into the candy bowl. Kids screamed, chocolate bars flew, and for just a second, the pumpkin's mouth twitched upward, almost like it was laughing. Emma, Ben, and Max, the bravest trio on the block, stared at it.
"Pumpkins don't sneeze,"
Emma whispered.
"Maybe it's a prank,"
Ben muttered, but Max grinned.
"Or maybe,"
he said, eyes wide with mischief,
"it's magic!"
They giggled nervously and kept walking. But then, at the next house, another pumpkin gave a funny hop. It wobbled, bounced off the porch, and started rolling after them. Its glowing grin seemed to widen as it called out in a scratchy, sing-song voice, "Trick or treat." The kids shrieked and ran. Behind them, the pumpkin rolled faster, thump, 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 its orange light bouncing off the sidewalk. And then, as if on cue, the other pumpkins woke up too. Down Maple Street, dozens of pumpkins began to move. They rolled, hopped, and spun like bouncing balls, their flickering faces glowing brighter with every giggle and gasp. Some had tiny smiles, others sharp-toothed grins. Together, they chanted in wobbly voices, "Trick or treat, trick or treat." Ben gasped. "They're alive!" Emma shouted.
"They want our candy!"
Max nodded.
"Then let's feed them."
They tossed chocolates and gummies into the street. The pumpkins dove in, gobbling candy like puppies at dinner. "Nom, nom, nom," one squeaked. "Delicious," said another in a burpy voice. For a moment, all was calm. Then, blurp, the biggest pumpkin let out a mighty burp that rattled the fence. It hiccuped once, twice, and then, sproing, shot straight into the air. "Sandy!" it howled as it bounced down the street, landing in a pile of leaves. Soon, chaos ruled Maple Street. One pumpkin tried to ride a skateboard. Another wore a witch hat and attempted to fly with a broom, flapping its vines like wings. A third got tangled in toilet paper and yelled, "I'm a mummy." The kids couldn't stop laughing, even as they ran.
"This is the silliest Halloween ever!"
Emma cried. But the pumpkins were still hungry. They rolled after the kids again, chanting louder. Thinking fast, Ben pointed to Mrs. Miller's porch, the legendary candy mountain of Maple Street. "Let's give them the big stash!" The children grabbed handfuls of chocolate bars, candy corn, and gummies, tossing them into the road. The pumpkins swarmed, slurping and munching, wrappers flying everywhere. "More," one pumpkin squeaked. "Too chewy," complained another. Finally, one enormous pumpkin hiccuped so hard it flew into a tree, hanging upside down like a glowing orange lantern. The rest sat around it, full and sleepy, glowing softly in the night. Emma peeked from behind a bush.
"I think they're done."
Ben nodded.
"Yeah, stuffed with sugar."
Max whispered.
"Let's sneak home before they want dessert."
They tiptoed away, giggling. but a small squeaky thump followed them. Turning around, they saw one tiny pumpkin rolling behind. It wasn't scary at all, just small and round, with a crooked little smile. Emma bent down.
You want a treat too, don't you?
The pumpkin gave a happy wobble. She dropped a gummy bear into its mouth, and it made a cheerful before rolling away, humming "Trick or treat" softly to itself. The next morning, Maple Street looked perfectly normal. The candy wrappers were gone, and the pumpkins sat still again. Quiet, harmless, and ordinary, except for one. In Emma's yard sat that same tiny pumpkin, grinning wide, candy wrappers poking out from its mouth. When she leaned close, she could have sworn she heard a tiny hiccup. From that Halloween on, the kids of Maple Street swore they sometimes saw pumpkins twitching in the moonlight, or heard faint giggles near the candy bowls. But no one was afraid, because everyone knew the pumpkins were just a little mischievous and very, very hungry.